Also,
If people know
hello
that
everyone, and welcome back to the stream. I am Razim, and we are doing some Hardspace Shipbreaker this evening.
Yeah, once I finish raiding this parallel world, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on the fantasy grounds.
So, Kerr, what kind of preparations are you doing for tomorrow?
Right now, I'm just getting my deck list put out and getting it all written out is all.
Written out?
Yeah, you have to for a bigger event like this, you actually have to bring your deck list already printed out and stuff.
you can't do surprise.
Yeah, that way that everyone can reference it.
Mm-hmm. It's for the make sure you're not cheating and changing your deck up for like a deck tech and stuff. And it's open deck list in the top 8, so I can see the deck list of anyone I play against if I make top 8.
Warning, Shipbreaker. Lynx would like to share the following message.
Yeah, it's a really common thing for card game tournaments to do that.
Yeah, but you only do that with like bigger events and such.
It ain't actually junk at all.
But it is just more common because then it makes sure that, you know, people are sideboarding properly and all that.
They are very
change.
Sorry, they are just very insistent that I go open up this junk mail that I have been repeatedly ignoring. Oh, they literally won't even let me do my shift without opening it now. Okay, I guess there's gonna be some story.
Yeah, I'm almost done raiding this parallel world.
Rook!
I have a measly
sec.
24,000
Story.
The worst. You can send damn near anything through them. First, I'm fine. Life as Link's property sure isn't much of a life at all, but at least I'm home. It's been good to be back with my old man. And he's overjoyed. Now, here's the important thing. Lynx thinks bringing the hammer down with Clause 19C stop the Union. But au contraire, it's actually pushed so many more people to their breaking point. The group's even bigger now, and we've even got the ear of the Stellar Commission. They're reluctant to act, of course. But if enough of us make a fuss, we can make it too big for them to ignore. So, remember my idea for industrial action? The Union's in. And I told them I know the perfect crew to kick it off. I've sent the instructions to Weaver. Talk it out. If anyone wants to pass, I get it. Oh, one more thing. I think Kaido gave Hal access to the Union News Group. That's how that schmuck got my message. Silly kid. Probably feels mega guilty. I already let him know. I don't blame him. Go easy on him yourself, alright? Good luck, Ruck. Whichever way things go, I hope we get to meet for real someday. Blue out.
Alright, might be more story here.
So it's time to pull out the two-headed giant.
The what?
Magic deck.
Oh. Well, at least Kerr under.
Is where, that's where you have two people playing on a team.
Oh. Yeah, Kerr, take me with ya.
They don't normally do that for tournaments.
Oh.
Just like how the old, way back when there was the micro, where you could only have under a certain amount of, I forget the exact name of it.
Hey there, gaming. Go ahead.
Hardspace ship.
I was just gonna say I accidentally shot for too long in late game Noita, so my game crashed. That is how late game Noida works. If I hold down the left mouse button for slightly too long, there becomes too much stuff on the screen, too many damage numbers going out, and half the map explodes, so it just kind of crashes instead.
Okay.
And that's how you make it to hell.
Yeah, well, I already raided hell. I wanted fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, if I really wanted to have a bad time, I'd go to heaven.
Gaming Cat, I have sent you your cards. Also, this game is Hardspace Shipbreaker, where you tear apart ships.
Welcome to
I mean,
there,
I'd
Jets.
be pretty safe
Thank you for
in heaven because I have 5 of the funny shields that mean that I don't instantly die. But hell is actually like super easy because I have like revenge explosion, a bunch of like stainless, a bunch of repelling capes. I'm talking like terminal late game Noida build. So it's like, yes, lava deals 1 damage, explodes, removes all lava from around me.
Werewolf was good, Jets.
Salvage deposit secured.
I'm excited for the future.
What happened to my tree? Knocked it over?
I was wondering about that as well. I have never seen CC do something like that, but
For processing.
She knocks shit off my desk all the time.
knock things off of desks, yes, but that thing, like, was torn apart.
What?
I mean, all of the little decoration things.
The bowl of food that had a little bit of sauce that's been licked clean. And that
Okay.
was on the table, so it was her. Dusty doesn't go for food like that. She hates food.
Anyways,
So, Commander, you were wondering about that?
Yeah, what were you asking about or talking about before?
I mean, I wasn't wondering about Commander. I know Sark was, but...
It can be knocked over. If you don't
Salvage
set it up,
registered. Transferring credits.
let it in. I'm going for this thing off, though. I got it to work.
Yeah, we started our second season, Jits. Yeah, there were time magic shenanigans. Oh, right, so we were talking about... Sorry, I'm completely all over the place now. We were talking about the, Noita crashing and going to hell or heaven and stuff. Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, so basically, my current wand is a per tick shot bouncing orb, where rotating around the bouncing orb is a bunch of explosive fireballs. It shoots every single game tick, deals no damage to me because I'm immune to explosions and to fire. And so imagine the entire screen getting covered with a bunch of invisible shots that all have a bunch of rotating orbs around them that also have invisible damage fields, apply poison, and explode the moment they touch something. Now imagine me holding that down for a few seconds when it shoots every single tick. And that is my late game Noida wand.
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your trade.
Jits, yeah, Noida is really hard, but I am on a god run because I decided to take it seriously because I wanted to finally do the 33 orb final boss run. But, you know, I'm just, I've already won. The only thing that can actually, like, stop me is either the funny purple juice or my save being corrupted.
Or crashing. Yep.
Now, I've already had multiple parallel worlds completely delete themselves due to crashes, but, you know, the save still works. I'm going to have to go to New Game Plus soon, though. So I'm talking way over your head, Jits, because I'm, ooh, boy. Yeah, that's called getting noited. That right there is called getting noited. The only I normally have a single mod on, and I don't right now because I'm trying to do, like, you know, actual game progression, so if you have mods enabled, it doesn't do it. But, instead of saying you died, or, like, you know, game over, it just says, noited. But yeah, so I really need to go to New Game Plus soon, because when you go to New Game Plus, it regenerates the entire world. And it randomizes different things. So all of the, like, little corrupted bits will, like, you know, basically uncorrupt themselves.
It'll fix the game.
Mm-hmm. Because at this point, it's getting really unstable. Like, I think that's the last holy mountain that I can really go through before I have to finally go to New Game Plus. I already have enough orbs to go into New Game Plus. It's just I have to go and beat the final boss, take it up, go into New Game Plus.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
By the way, Zim, I am not touching anything in relation to it, but it is bothering me about updates. So, you know, Windows. Just letting you know.
Raw material deposit.
Yeah, remind me later and I'll go and take care of them before you get off, please.
Okay, so I do. Okay, so I should touch them. Cool.
Yeah, just not, you know, not right now, but before you're done for the evening, go ahead and just take care of them.
Secured. Credits deposited.
I need it. Essentially, she's
Hello there, Tiberian. And how are you this evening? Yeah, I very much think that they were inspired by Firefly with the music and stuff in this game, and the general vibe of the game.
Credit to account.
We were busy those days.
You're tired, just had a long day at work? Ah, well, I'm glad it's the weekend too. And I'm glad you're here to enjoy your weekend with me.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
So, what questions do you have about Fantasy Grounds, Tiberius?
Well, first I'm just waiting for ATA to actually load.
Oh crap.
Salvage secured.
Because
I broke the spicy air!
Oh yeah, they had that updated.
I've never actually seen what the spicy air looks like before. Wonder what happens if I go into it.
The intrusive thoughts of war.
Detected.
Oh god.
Always use caution around irradiated material.
Yeah, you figured it out.
That was spooky.
Radiation hurts.
Hey there, Ash!
Confirmed.
Give me back my clothes! So, Kerr, did you make adjustments to your build from last week?
Please avoid damaging valuables.
Kerr?
I like how that was
Maybe.
pronounced like you would chia.
Her
That
may be
was-
busy at the moment.
That was kind of my what I was thinking of when I did that. Oh, he did.
Got about 5 minutes left in this ship cutter. Don't bite off.
Oh yeah, shit, he did. Huh.
Weaver out.
Hmm. Hey, I just want to bring something up to you, Zim.
Please
Oh
refrain
no.
from damaging
What's
cell
broken now?
One of the twins you actually leveled up. The other one is still listed as Mystic 6.
Yeah, I didn't really bother updating the that stuff on the sheet because it's, you know, all of
Okay.
their stuff is the same. I mean, we all know
I
that
just
they're
wanted to bring it
the
up.
same level and stuff, so
Yeah, but you know,
yeah.
it's just more something that I want to bring up because I do want, like, you know, I do want complete sheets where possible.
Okay, I'll update it.
It's just,
Salvage
look, it's
deposit
low
one.
priority. I just want, Jet. So specifically, it's a group of linked twins.
Rewards allocated.
So he's technically handling two characters, but they share a health pool. They share a side point pool.
They are
But they do have separate action economies though.
they are very they are very much linked together in a lot of ways.
Registered. Account credited.
Yep. They have the same levels and the same classes. They have the same stat lines. They have all that. So
Salvage deposit confirmed.
it's more like 1.5 characters than two different characters.
Yeah, basically. That's how I describe it because they, instead of having two times the health and side pull and stuff, they just have 1.5 times. Welcome back, Ash.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
By the way, Ash, you said a lot has
Guard.
changed since you last played. When was the last time you played this? And what was that, Taldarius?
And then there's Gar.
Oh, this is right now. I'm looking at like the group sheet, and the first thing I notice is Gar's the only one where it doesn't say he has dark vision.
Salvage secured.
Oh wait, no, he does. It's just he did. It isn't written under the
Correctly.
census tab for some reason. Okay, so he has 60 feet. Let me edit that so that way I can.
So that it actually works.
Well, if he winds up setting up stuff for that to work with, yeah.
Well, the thing is that if I have the party sheet up and I'm looking like, you know, I see all the abilities, I see the AC, I see the passive perception, I see all that. Yeah, I want to also be able to see the rest of the stuff I'm supposed to.
I will also say that using the party sheet, you can force us all to roll various things if you wish, based on
Alright.
what our stats are on our sheets. Oh, yeah, Ash, a lot has changed since then. I mean, obviously, first off, they're released
Looking
now.
like you got about a minute left, cutter. 1 minute
Yep.
remaining.
In Jits, yes. So he does have entirely separate action economies. So he does have 2 full turns to go through and do things, but as like a part of a negative. When we say like 1.5 times the health, it's a shared health pool. So if one of the twins gets stabbed, they effectively both get stabbed. So yes, having separate action economies is strong, but there are downsides for me to take advantage of as a DM in order to make sure that it stays balanced.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
And like in the case of AoE, they both get hit by AoE individually, but
Yeah.
they basically take double damage from AoE.
Yeah, like if they both get fireball, they each individually take the fireball damage to their shared health pool.
Yep.
Now, don't worry, Jets. I'm not actually sick. I don't feel sick. It's just I have a lingering cough because it basically my sickness hit like just as my seasonal asthma was like really kicking in. So my lungs are a bit messy right now, but I am taking stuff like Robitussin, so I don't cough that often anymore.
Hello,
I get it.
Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Alright. I'm about to have some story stuff.
Okay.
Cutter? I see you gotten your free prize. Kai, you here?
Yes, sir.
Now, Kai, I owe you an apology. All of us up here just doing what we think's right at any given point in time.
I'm sorry about everything.
I know, kiddo, I know.
You're good, Kai.
So listen, we have before us an opportunity to do what's right by Lou and every other shipbreaker out there. And I can tell you, it ain't gonna be easy. This'll bring the wrath of Lynx down harder than a hippo in a hurricane. Honestly, I don't know how much worse things could get. Unless Lynx wants to can all of us. Frankly, I could use the R&R. The only thing we have to worry about in the short term is Hal. And I got plans for him. If everybody's on board, that is.
Screw it. I'm on board.
Kai?
Yeah. Yes. I want to do it. I want to make this right.
Good on you, kid.
Also, what's a hippo?
You can't be serious.
Okay. That just leaves you, Cutter. Starting tomorrow, I'll arrange a certain ship to show up on your job board. It'll always be there. So when you're ready, claim it. We'll take that as our cue. Take your time and snag it when you're good and ready. Now, go on and get some rest, y'all. Weaver out.
Alrighty. Let's make sure there's no story here at the beginning today. I forget.
52.
There usually, or there sometimes is. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case now. So, let's go ahead and do Stream Raiders. Oh yeah, Ash. There's some major spoilers, I guess. I should have probably warned everybody. This is actually my second time playing through the campaign here. Well, kinda 2.5. Considering I played through a little bit during the beta, but it wasn't finished yet, so... Anyways,
I figured out how to make it there. Nice.
you figured out how to make it what?
I figured out how to make his dark vision, make Gar's dark vision show up on the party sheet. problem was that they that Toshime just kind of forgot to put the dark vision on the senses list. It was listed in his abilities tab. Oh yeah, I would absolutely adore a space version of Barotrauma. The problem is that like it's really hard to properly encapsulate the feeling that Barotrauma gives.
What do you mean?
So, one of the big things about Barotrauma is that the way that it works with the pressure system, with the, you know, the more... a lot more people are afraid of, like, stuff that's in deep water than they are about, like, you know, whatever's in space.
Oh.
So it's playing on natural feel that a lot of people have, as well as the fact that, like, you know, you are in a submarine, underwater, everything is dark. Stuff can come at you from all sides. Your captain maneuvers by radar pings. The captain doesn't look out into the water and avoid rocks. The captain is going based off of radar pings in order to do the bearing.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
And how
Chaotic calling
if one of your
Oh,
teammates
one
gets
second,
infections.
Sorry. Hey there, Chaotic Calling. Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome on in, everybody. How was your stream, Chaotic? Hello there, Rin. Also, Chaotic, would you like a regular shout out, or would you like a random clip from your channel brought up on stream? Chaotic as always? Well, that's nice. Welcome on in, though, everybody. I am Raw Zim. We do variety gaming here, all manner of things. Today we've done our World of Darkness werewolf game, as well as now we're doing some Hardspace Shipbreaker while talking about random things. Alright, Chaotic. Let's get you that shout out here. Oh, thank you, Taldarius.
Just beat you out to it. Let's go.
Enjoy your stay.
You were doing D&D. Very nice. How was your session? Tell me a bit about it. But welcome on in, everybody. I do all sorts of things here. We do a lot of tabletop games. D&D, Pathfinder, World of Darkness, Exalted, and we also have a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop campaign. That will be happening tomorrow. And Taldarius here is the DM for our new, or not new, but the new DM for one of our existing tabletop campaigns, which is on Sunday. It's our Ascent to Ascend Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, thank you so much for coming by, Chaotic, and sharing your community with me. Can I get a slash shout out too, please, Taldarius?
There you go. I just want to point out that I was wrong before, but yeah. Rosalia is the only person in the party that does not have dark vision. And they're the necromancer.
Does not have what?
Dark vision.
The necromancer is the only one without dark vision. Which is funny.
That sounds very interesting,
Ironic.
Chaotic. I see why your name is Chaotic Calling. I will fully admit I have never heard of a setup like that before.
So basically, you have permanent open admission West March.
I don't know the reference there.
Oh, it's not a West March? Okay.
You heard
It's a
cats every week. Well, very interesting. I know all of our tabletop games. I've got 6 of them, I think, or 7. I can never remember how many. I have several of them every week that we do, but they are much more organized than what you seem to have going on. The hell was going on there? Oh! That's what was going on.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Apparently the ship fell apart.
It's warning that you're about to smack your head behind you.
Well, usually it's something you see in front of you. It's a normal D&D campaign hosted on Roll20 once a week, but open to everyone. Yeah. Sounds very
Fun.
fun in the Dwarf Fortress sense.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
No, Ash. Generally, that is not how it works. Oh, I guess I picked up all of those. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, we use stream loots ourselves for things like that, as well as we've got ethereal influence.
Salvage goal clear.
Should really come check out some of our tabletop games. We can have a lot of chaos going on. Whether from the players or the viewers.
Credits awarded.
Why won't it let me pick this up? Well, that's been destroyed. Ah! Yeah, I recognized you, Rin. I've seen you pop in before. Thank you for coming by and for that recommendation. Ow! Why, Spaz? Oh, I might have to steal that one. The wild magic card. That actually could be a lot of fun for one of our stream loots cards.
Just imagine the mage game with that going on.
Oh, the mage game has it already.
It's called
Mage
Warren.
Does? Okay.
Yeah, it's called
Salvage
Warren.
secured. Credits deposited.
Warren has
Salvage
plans.
deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
The rest of us don't like these plans, but Warren has plans and Warren does plans. And we all suffer the consequences of his paradox.
Because I know World of Darkness.
Nice. I mean, I know a fair bit about World of Darkness, but if I ever played a World of Darkness game, I'd be like, I would do the same sort of thing I do whenever I'm in like an established setting where it's like, yes, allow me to warmonger for like a week straight in preparation for the game so I can understand the proper references.
When the other people in the game haven't read most of the books.
Well, you don't have to read most of the books. There's plenty of wikis out there for WOD. You could just
they haven't read the books on the game that they're playing, if it's mage or werewolf.
Oh, okay.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
I mean, vampires are the least worrying things in the world until you start getting like really low on, you know, their generation. And then when that happens, it starts to be a really big fucking problem. Instead of a, yes, yet another vampire die.
Sim, do you know what generation is?
Transferring credits.
The generations for vampires, roughly.
Yeah. So how high a generation one do you want to fight?
Salvage deposit secured.
Preferably in, you know, the highest possible, because I don't want to go with Generation 1. I know that for sure.
So Generation 13?
You can't really go Generation 1.
No, he's talking about ones to
Generation
fight.
Yeah, you can't fight a Generation 1 vampire.
That's Kane.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he's still around somewhere. We could technically try to fight him.
I could give you his character sheet. It just says you effing lose.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was about to say, it basically
Yes.
it just has Darth Vader mechanics. So are you familiar with the Star Wars RPG system and how it approaches Darth Vader? Hello?
So, Shimei?
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So, Shimei, we
I was
cannot
just
hear
getting
you.
I was just getting shot. Playing Metal
okay.
Gear
Did you
Solid
hear
in
my
the
question?
background. What were you
Did
asking?
you hear my question over you getting shot? I was asking if you're familiar with how Darth Vader works in Star Wars RPG.
Yes.
Yeah, that is basically what Kane is too. I still love what they did with Darth Vader mechanics. For those of you out there who don't know how the Star Wars role-playing game approaches Darth Vader, it describes how ineffectual all of the party's efforts are, and proceeds to talk about how every single round that Darth Vader can see a member of the party, he like straight up kills and executes a member of the party round by round. You cannot hurt him, you cannot stop him, you may be able to slow him down, the barest hint, but it literally says, like, you know, the party's struggles are ineffectual, kill one party member per round.
In the older game, my brother was actually able, well, Vader was monologuing. Open the airlock. Vader wasn't expecting that while he was monologuing.
My party almost like stranded Darth Vader. Basically at one point, like, you know, there was basically like a giant chase scene going on where we're like desperately attempting to slow the man down.
All right, Cutter. About 5 minutes.
One of my buddies straight up like had a grenade bandolier, and we had a bunch of ion grenades. So he literally like basically like suicide bomb vested like underneath his cloak with a bunch of ion grenades. And basically like the moment Darth Vader picked him up and like brought him towards him, he pulled all the pins. On a sad note, it did take down the ship we were trying to escape on as well. but it did almost kill Vader. Well, it wouldn't have killed him, because, you know, he can live without his suit for a bit. But, you know, it definitely would have given us time to escape. The problem was, by that time, Vader had already basically, like, paralyzed my character from the waist down, so I was dead no matter what.
Deposit accepted for
He popped out one of the vertebrae in my neck. The reason why I got off light and was not... The reason why I got off light and my entire neck wasn't snapped is because my DM had secretly rolled for force sensitivity for all of our characters at the beginning of the game, and mine was moderately force sensitive, but it never came up.
Oh.
So he was deemed a future asset of the Empire, and thus was only paralyzed, which, because, you know, that can be fixed in Star Wars, but, you know. But yeah, so we didn't kill Darth Vader, but we did manage to actually inconvenience the man when he's played lore accurately.
Yeah, he really isn't played even lore accurately in a lot of the movies, but the TV shows do a much better job of showing just how strong he is.
Oh yeah, and it's even more ridiculous knowing that, like, this is a weakened form of what he would have been if he didn't lose, like, all of his limbs and permanently scarred.
Oh yeah.
It's like you are looking at a nerfed cripple of a man compared to what he would have been, and then you realize, oh yeah, this is actually just Space Jesus. Like,
salvage registered. Transferring credits. All salvage goals achieved. Rewards maximized.
Alright, all my salvage goals are done. I don't have a lot of time left, so I think I'm gonna just throw the rest of this, the rest of this into the furnace dragon. Or at least try to.
I've been messing around with the tabs on Fantasy Grounds. I got excited because I saw a section labeled story, and I'm like, oh, maybe there's hidden notes in here. Wishful thinking.
DMs take
there is
notes.
A singular. There's a singular port town listed here, with no information on where it is. It's just there.
Yeah, they have base notes.
That is entirely true, Tiberian. The thing is, though, is that Vader also knew this, and very specifically didn't get better prosthetics because he felt like he deserved all of the pain. The port town? Yeah, it says port town of, Hal Sith. Like, S-I-S-T-H.
Huh.
It doesn't mention where it is, how far away from the party it is, anything. It just, like, it's there. Here is what the port town is like. Here is the government.
Material deposited.
I don't even know who that might have been put in there by.
Yeah, it's like, and it talks about how it's like a trade port, and it's like imports almost anything, exports metals.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yep. I mean, obviously, like, it has like more flowery descriptions, but that's basically what it boils down to.
New certification level attained.
What if I open up quests? Quests is completely empty. Now, one thing I need to figure out is if there is a battle map, how do I actually open
Cutter
it?
9346
Open up Timber's notes. Maybe that has something.
Period is now over. Have a
Nah,
great
Timber's
day.
notes are in my DMs, considering I talked with him for like weeks about about how the Wolven work.
Oh yeah, you were wondering about Gar's alignment. Good. Neutral good.
Okay. I was talking about, I was like, asking over everyone's alignment, but thanks. It's not going to come up much, but there's possibilities of it coming up at some point, so I kind of want to know beforehand.
You conflict with that, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, because you got to remember, there are specific like items, artifacts, stuff like that only work or like change how they work depending on alignment.
Yeah.
And none of those are really around right now, but in case they come up. It's more for that sort of thing instead of like, oh, you have betrayed your alignment. But it may affect how, like, some people perceive you, how certain artifacts work, stuff like that. Because there are effects like the Paladin's Divine Sense that, affect how you show up to it based on alignment.
And you lose your cleric powers. Good luck.
You lose your Ooh, if I open up... Oh, no, that's just bullshit. Okay.
I had a DM do that to me before in the middle of a fight because one of the characters failed his stealth roll and I didn't hop out to protect him. And I was a cleric of Sarenrae.
Pressurizing.
Oh, hey, you guys, wait.
Pressurizing.
Guys,
Yes.
I was asking if you guys had an actual ship's manifest, and it looks like you guys actually did.
I think that's from the old one.
Oh, it's from the old one? Okay. I was
Yeah.
about to say, like, guys.
Well, what's it got in it?
6 cannons, 2 magic cannons, 30 cannonballs with powder, 5 sacks of grape shot, 1 barrel of fresh fruit, spare mainsail, 50 miscellaneous treasure, 25 days miscellaneous food, 25 days miscellaneous food hidden, 50 pound spicy demon meat, 5 hellhound heads.
The Hellhound heads were from that tower.
Okay, maybe this is the accurate one. I don't remember all that though, but hey, maybe it is.
I scrolled down more, and now it lists crew as Timber, Old Captain, Rosalia, Second, Marten's X4, Raoul, Lyrius, Kairos, Eliza, Vasper.
Okay, that was the previous campaign.
Okay. I was about to say, I don't think that... Now I no longer think that this is current, because you guys have, like, 3 kobolds or whatever.
Air pressure level.
And they were not
Yeah.
Increasing.
Sorry to disappoint, but yeah, we don't have any of that.
Pressurizing.
Yeah, I was like, guys, come on. I guess for this... Now I'm gonna have to be like, hey guys, make sure you clean up your old notes at least.
But where's the fun
'Cause
in
that is a public note. Clarity.
Yeah, that just sounds boring. More chaos.
But that's the Martens. Chaos.
They are not just chaos. Just 90%.
Yeah, they're not chaos, they're lawful.
They operate according to their own design.
So, if I go into images, I go into battle maps and I, like, bring up one. How do I know that it's actually being used, like, as a map that everyone can see?
From there, you will need to right-click on the map, and there will be a share option. And so you can bring it up, get it all set up and ready to go without us even seeing it. And we won't have access to it until you actually share it.
Okay, so if I right-click and then I go to sharing and then I go to share record.
Yeah.
Or share record or whatever the... Okay, and then if I click that...
Credit applied.
That will then mean that we have access to it.
Alright, and then if I click stop...
Specifically, if you do, if you share it, it will automatically load it up for whoever's connected to the server at the time. And you'll see their icon in the bottom.
Okay.
They are toothy and fluffy chaos. Yes, Tiberian. Hey there, Asher Draven. Welcome in. And great to hear that you're done with work. Though 15-hour day definitely sounds rough.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
So that's how I do that. So here's a list of the things that I have up on my screen that I think are important. I have the combat tracker up. I have party sheet. I have images. I have notes, story, and then I have a bunch of dice.
I mean, the note and story are only useful to have up if you plan to use them.
Yeah, which I probably will. Just so that way it's there and I can quick reference it. I have multiple screens, but
Salvage secured.
I'll probably put at least some of it in if it's something that I'm going to be hardcore referencing a lot.
That's fair. I just know that some people will use them, some won't. Those kinds of things are mostly meant for, like, official modules. So, like, if we were running a module, then those would be listed in the story and such would be listed in that. Because, most DMs have their own notes. But, of course, you can absolutely use it in there.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Ooh, you run a rehab and rescue. Very nice. Asher, I have a very important question. How many Martens have you worked with? You spend enough time around here, you'll find that I am very passionate about Martens.
Okay, so
Salvage deposit secured.
what I'm seeing here
Also, real quick,
that
before you do that, Asher, if you do get any Martens in,
Joke.
By all means, send me lots of videos. I would love to add them to my Marten bot. Like so. Marten wants the Pepsi.
The Bepis.
The Bepis. Bepis. So, you were about to say?
So I was gonna say, based on the symbol that happens, like when I roll some, it said like it has the eye with the slash to it, so I'm assuming that that's private. If I then proceed to drag that into the text box, it says that I said the number like 13 there. Is that how I would publicly share rolls, or
No.
how does the rolling system work?
So you can share results of rolls by clicking and dragging the so basically
Text
make a
bubble
roll
down into the...
Yeah, you click on the text bubble, drag it, and drop it back into the chat. Oh, you probably are in too warm an environment for Martens then. Sad. Oh, don't dox yourself, Asher. Ah, too late. Well, actually, Martens can pop up in Pennsylvania, though. So yeah, if you ever get Martens, I want all the videos of the little cutie. Okay? All of them.
I'm sorry, he's going to get a camera shy one.
I mean, just because they might not be actively interacting with the camera and posing and stuff, you can still take pictures and photos and stuff. Asher, like I said, I am very passionate about Martens. There's a lot of people that don't even know they exist. And so I kind of try to fix that. Hence, I've got so many Marten videos and stuff. I've also run an hourly Marten channel on Telegram. And I haven't posted in forever, but I do have the daily Marten Twitter account. I am not Ash! Oh yeah, they are super adorable. But a lot of people don't know about them. So I tried to fix that. By
Shit, I feel like I just wasted...
means necessary. You wasted what?
I feel like I really just wasted something, considering I test rolled something with disadvantage and I rolled a 20 and a 19. I just wasted the roll. I should have done nothing. It would have saved it.
Yes, Asher. Caracal, isn't that a feline?
Object processed. Transferring credit.
Bye. Nice, Asher. I know I want to own a Marten one day.
Applying credits to account.
Or at least own it as much as you can own a Marten. They are very chaotic little noodles. Yeah. They are yeah, I'm familiar with them.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Oh, okay, good. There's text chat commands for rolling. Good. Okay, thank God.
Oh yeah. But why are you saying thank God?
Because that is how I am used to every single VGT working.
Oh yeah. Though you can also...
About 1 minute till the yard goes dark.
So
Shutter.
when it comes to Fantasy Grounds, the main thing there is, although they've got a huge amount of automation. So in general, you will actually want to go the route of setting up monsters to roll and deal the damage directly to players and such.
Yeah. No, I do want to do that. It's just more about getting it so that way it's set up.
Fair enough.
Like if I need to hot roll something that doesn't have a character sheet of its own, stuff like that.
Ah, yes.
Because if you like, you guys really quickly, like, let's say you're talking to someone and you want to make like a check against them and they don't have like a character sheet because they're not combat. I need to be able to go like, yes, he will roll 1d20 plus 4 really fast. And instead of like, having to like fiddle around with things, that's just what he rolls.
Why don't you like Fantasy Grounds, Tiberian? Yeah, I'm more like, have you actually tried it?
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
I will say that, like, even just from, like, preliminarily messing around, I do think that I like Foundry more, but that's also just, like, a personal taste thing.
Fantasy Grounds isn't perfect, but the main reason that I enjoy it is actually the official support that it has for D&D and Pathfinder and the like, because as such, they are all those systems are built into it and makes it much easier to run a game.
Yeah. Foundry has the same thing. Foundry is, yeah, Tiberian, like, I fully agree. Foundry, I love it. The big thing is just that they haven't, like, They haven't yet made it so that way players can just like download a an actual application in order to play it, but they are working on that. They've like, you know, posted notes saying that they're working on that.
Roll20 is garbage.
Yeah, Roll20 is kind of trashy.
Not only the software
I've never had
itself,
a good experience on R20.
not only the software itself, but just the company behind it. Like, unless your group is... They refuse to give any official acknowledgement or support to anybody. I know for... like, I've heard about groups that are... Oh, you're all white males, so therefore you can't have any recognition from us. What do you mean by that, Jits? Yeah, there's been quite a bit of drama involving Roll20, and I just refuse to use it. Plus, it looks like garbage. In regards to Foundry, I don't have anything against it. It's just Fantasy Grounds, the developers there, without me even asking or anything, they have just been like, by the way, everybody, you should go check out Raw Zim on Twitch. Like, just out of the blue, I wasn't even aware they knew about me, and yet they apparently did. And give me shout-outs every now and then in their newsletters and stuff. It's actually something that happens every couple of months. And they've rated me and given me a lot of support as a content creator using it. It's been really nice.
Yeah, they can see who's streaming their program.
Yeah. So the Rin, it's kind of a yes and a no about that. You don't really technically need to have... You can have a free account as a player.
So
it just kind of depends on...
In regards to that, they have two kind of application, like two licenses that you can get with Fantasy Grounds. I will say, fully admit, Fantasy Grounds is expensive as hell. However, with them having the subscription module or subscription option, they're more in line with like Foundry and Roll20 now on that front. But
Foundry is pay once.
Oh, it is? Okay. Well, they also
Forge, which is a part of Foundry, is a month. But Foundry itself is a pay once license.
Well, Fantasy Grounds has always been the pay once as well, until somewhat recently where they added a subscription option instead of just buying it outright. We bought it outright years ago. Yeah. And we've gotten...
Well, I'm just more like letting you know.
We've had a lot of good value out of it.
Yeah. One reason, because I actually really like the people that are, like, just personally in charge of Foundry. Because I bought a license for someone else, and I, like, you know, just messaged their team, and I'm like, hey, I wanted to get this license for my DM for Christmas, but it automatically associated itself with my account. Could you transfer it over to them? And they just, like, straight up did it.
Oh, yeah, that's a simple thing. But...
Yeah. No, but it's like, you know, they didn't even like ask to see receipts or like, hey, how long ago did you buy this? They just straight up did it. No hassle.
I've not heard any complaints about the Forge developers. It's something I might check out at some point, but right now with it strictly being web-based, I don't want to use it. When they do get a standalone application, I'd be interested in investigating it more. However, like I said, Fantasy Grounds has definitely bought my loyalty on that regard. And as far as I have seen, as far as features go, they both have basically the same features. I do know that there were a few things that Fantasy Grounds has that Forge doesn't, or Foundry doesn't, and vice versa, but... I know... I will say Neo has nearly turned me off from ever trying Foundry. Because he did his thing. It's Neo. I'm sure you can imagine what he might have done on that regard.
Okay, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, you can, like, when you're the DM, it is like an actual application. Like, I can see my little Foundry VTT icon on my actual desktop. But, you know, yeah, they don't actually have one for players. But they are legitimately working on that. Like, they put out an entire statement.
That would be the, like, I won't be checking it out until they actually release that. Just because for the stream side of things, trying to stream a browser tab looks... It takes a lot of extra work to set up, and even then it still kind of looks like trash.
Yep.
Joke.
So, yeah, I can very much understand that, Rin. Though when I picked up Fantasy Grounds, D&D Beyond wasn't even a thing back then.
I was about to say, like, Fantasy Grounds is the OG of VTT being actually good.
Yeah.
Like, and even to this day, if you want to play like older versions of D&D, you use Fantasy Grounds if you're using a VTT.
Yeah. They just have it all worked out, and they are constantly improving it. Like almost every week we've got an update with some cool new feature. Recently it was the dice. I love the new dice.
That is paid.
No, not all of them. Some, yes.
Some of them are paid.
But those are just extra.
I'm saying that if people want to buy the dice, we do have affiliate link.
Yes. We do have an affiliate link, which is another thing that, like, they reached out to me specifically and were like, hey, we're thinking of doing this. What do you think? Here's some info. I'm like, hey, I like it. I like it. I don't know how much I'll use it, but I love the idea. And like, I'm just this small creator, and that they're still working with me. Ash, I don't have any of that stuff right now. My computer's been having issues with performance, so I stopped using the stream avatars, which was where my, the rolling dice mechanic thing came from. Sleep well, Asher. I hope you, I do hope to see you again in the future, and don't forget to hit that follow button. Come join us again. But to answer the question again, or more thoroughly, because I kind of realized we didn't actually answer the question. So Fantasy Grounds has a ultimate license and it has a basic license. The basic license is relatively affordable. I forget the exact cost on it. But with the regular license, everybody playing on the table does need to have at least that regular license. However, if your DM is running with the ultimate license, which, I mean, $100 is a bit to ask for that. I will fully say that. I think it could probably be cheaper, but it's still not a bad price. At least for ZGF, we've used it more than enough to get our money's worth out of it. It's $40 for the basic thing.
Joke.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
The ultimate license is $110. It is a lot of money, but it also is a very robust tool to use. It has everything that you could need, and even then some. It's got more on top of that. I do know that they are talking about a 3D table setup coming at some point. I personally, I mean, it's a cool thing. I don't think I'd want to use it.
5 minutes left, Cutter.
But
How you use them is entirely up to you.
it is something that they've talked about, or something that they've said will be part of the Unity version eventually. It comes with the SRDs, Rin. But you can... So the way it works is that you can purchase the, you can purchase the, books officially, or you can actually import them yourself. Like, they do have mechanics for you to set up whatever you want with them.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
I mean, Rin. So it's not exactly you just throw the PDF in there, though I do know that there is a PDF converter somewhere out there for Fantasy Grounds. I haven't messed with that personally because we just buy the books. But otherwise, you could set up the table yourself or adjust things, only put in the info that you need. But they also, like, they take care of so much of the crunch and whatnot that you get to just focus on playing after it's set up.
Rank up. Hold the line.
Oh, jeez!
Shall not fall.
Kaji!
KJ rated my stream
Kaji.
with 82 views.
Kaji!
There's a few people.
Hello there, Kaji! Hello, Purple! Oh, hey there, Artie. Kaji, welcome on in, everybody. Hey there, Tiger. Hey, Keikitsu. Hello, 3 kobolds in a trench coat. I love that name. Ow. Let's see, who do we have? Isablita, hello. Hello there, Ottilie Sam. Hello, Thundra Aricane. Spot-Ot, good to see you again. Mythic Mystic Moon and Naboo, welcome. And welcome on in, everybody. Kaji, how was your stream?
Here's to new beginnings.
Thundra, thank you for that follow. Let's see, who else do we have follow? Spot-Ot, thank you for that follow. Hello there, Einza Ambler. Hello, Valise. How was your stream there, Kaji? And would you like a random clip from your channel brought up, or would you like a regular shout out? Invader Gur, hello. Twitch is corrupt. Welcome, and Otterly Sam, good to see you. You played Ship of Fools with Sahama and then Marbles, and finished off with Phasma with Tiger and Jake. Ah, very nice. Oh yes, Thundra, we've got our own custom little glow sticks that you can throw, including Kaji sticks.
Clip incoming.
All right, let's watch this clip.
Oh, what the oh, God. Why? I hate it. I wasn't sure what that was at first. I was like, what is that weird... Oh, no, it's the fucking... God.
Ah, yes. Kaji and the slimy banan. Praise banan! And, yes, Thundra, I do have a new VTuber model. Well, relatively new. I've had Razor for a few months now, but, I also use the old, I also use Zim, and I've got a third model coming very soon. Hopefully it'll be...
for you on short legs!
Wosteen_oil is making you mini-sized.
Ow!
The death is actually me. Stabs you in the knee.
Oh, hey there, Rygon.
Hello.
There's your mini cam. But hello, everybody. Welcome on in. We do variety gaming here, all sorts of things. Tonight we're doing some Hardspace Shipbreaker here. We also do a lot of tabletop games. D&D, Pathfinder, World of Darkness, Exalted, and a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop campaign that you'll get to see tomorrow. But welcome. Everyone, do make sure you hit that follow button and stick around tonight and come by again. And for those already here, share the love with Kaji. Kaji is a fantastic artist and friend, and definitely worth being checked out. Really checked out. Where were we on this? Kaji, again, thank you so much for sharing your community with me. Was definitely not expecting that.
Hi, Arzi.
Mind if I hang out in here and stream as well?
Oh, not at all. You know you're always welcome in here.
Oh, I know. I don't know if you're sometimes busy, though.
Nah.
Gab. The V models that I currently have are Umbreon, Vaporeon, and Espeon. And currently I have Glaceon being made. Right now I am beating Zim in models.
Yes.
Yes, but yours aren't the 3D. Yours are 2.5D.
They can if you squint really hard.
Ow, Tiger! Why? I thought you needed to go pick up a pharmacy thing. Also, how is your finger doing, Tiger? And Wostein, I'll get that to you in just a moment. Remind me after the shift is over here. In about a minute. Purple is love. Hurts like... Oh, your finger hurts like hell. I'm sorry to hear that, Tiger. They still haven't given you anything for the pain? Ah, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. This ship is kind of falling apart. I mean, I want it to fall apart, but at the same time, it's falling apart in a chaotic way that is not what I want. Also, everybody here, do go check out Rygon Plays, who is also streaming and doing stuff alongside myself right now, as well as Taldarius, who is hanging out here and is also a streamer occasionally. Even if he's only
I'm going to be able
once.
to stream again now because, well, I did that and then I caught COVID and could barely talk due to coughs. I am just now recovering from that.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that you're recovering. I missed you.
Thank you.
Oh, geez, you've misted him?
Yep.
He's just a spray of blood now?
Jits, absolutely it's going to be AoE, mostly because I'm pretty much going to mainstream AoE too. And yes, I am in fact a Dirk.
Dirk.
Ow!
You know, it's really nice that the stuff being dropped on your head shrunk with your body.
You
Yeah,
cannot escape
otherwise
the
I'd
tiny anvils.
I would be absolutely squished. Some people refer to causing chaos as being gremlin. The group you usually do things with, you call it glow sticking. Started with the glow sticks in Ark and it spread. Ah, I see. Yeah, Thundra, the glow sticks actually, the developer for VTuber Plus, the program that a lot of streamers use, I think Tiger and Kaji also use it, though I'm not sure on Kaji, or Tiger anymore for that matter.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Today's weather
I believe, so I did send that off to you, Wostein. Or at least it should have sent. But basically the creator of VTuber Plus actually was watching me stream Labyrinthine, and I was just spamming the heck out of glow sticks, and so he decided to make me some custom glow sticks for people to throw at me.
I'm gonna assume it's Shibalal.
Yes, RZ, that's how we have the glow stick redeem.
And it's definitely not because that one time you put a glow stick inside the microwave and it blew up in your face.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure. Bots and Peck. Let me in. Bots and Peck.
So were you laying down for a while there, Rygon?
I was. I got really tired about an hour into my stream, and I'm just like, I need to lie down. And thankfully everyone was accommodating.
Well, everybody, definitely go check out Rygon. He is a fantastic guy. He's got some cute evolution models. And he is also the storyteller, or DM, for our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop campaign, and he does an amazing job with it. So go say hi, go check him out. He is streaming right now. Go check him out.
You know, I keep trying to kill my players, but they keep surviving, damn it.
I know, right?
We know you don't actually want us dead, right?
Yeah, right. Let's see. Frog. Whoosh. Monkey. Dog.
Alright, let's get that pulled over to the processor.
Oh shit, I need something else pressed.
What are you playing now?
Payday 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm just grinding that XP.
Fair enough. Thundra, we have some very talented people here in the community that run our games for us, like Rygon himself. Caldarius here, definitely got some high hopes for him. He's given us some actual story to work with, which is unique for our Sunday D&D game now. Our Sunday D&D game has been kind of cursed.
Yep. Rygon, you weren't here, but I was interrogated on my ideas about the Pokeroll character interactions and, like, you know, where I, as a viewer, you know, see all that going. And then I proceeded to espouse lore for my game for an hour and a half.
That's kind of what I figured. That's why I left early. I could tell. I could see the signs. I'm like, oh no, they're starting to talk about things.
I know that apparently, so I do have like a Viking faction because you know it's the one trope that I'm allowing myself to fully lean into. I know that it got voted sexiest faction by people that heard about it. Mostly because it's a Viking faction that has Arctic wolves and polar bears in it.
Oh heck yeah!
So it got voted, you know, hottest faction apparently, or sexiest, or whatever it was.
Well, it can't be hottest
I know
because you got polar bears.
I know, right? It's ironic. But I know Jits has two favorites. There's a Republic, and then there's Husqvarna, which is the Viking faction. And I know Jits is really pulling out for both of them.
Oh, cool.
I'm excited to explore your campaign.
I'm ready for the pain.
I am glad. I was about to say, like, I am a harsh but fair taskmaster when it comes to D&D.
Hello, may I introduce you to Bullet Jesus? You have been saved.
You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
No, you said that wrong.
That's classic.
You are being rescued!
okay.
Do not resist!
And then he got eaten by a shark. Oh, I love it.
How do I make enemy character sheet tokens? That way I can, like, have them, you know, effectively have everything be automated.
Oh, you used a token maker.
So what exactly are you... You mean like enemy character sheets?
Yeah, like, so let's say I want to have you guys fight me. And so I want to have, like, all of their stuff, so that way I just, like, you know, click, oh, hey, this bandit is attacking, and then it does all that.
The
It's like, oh, hey,
NPC
this bandit
menu.
has something that gives it resistance. NPC menu. Okay.
And basically for that, I would recommend loading up the monster manual and referring to it on how to properly set it up for the mechanics for the automation inside of Fantasy Grounds. It's the easiest way to see how to format things properly.
Valuable object processed.
The cops, they keep shooting me. I think it's because they don't like me. I must be because I did not invite them to my birthday party.
Wait, you had a birthday party and didn't invite me?
You must be a cop.
Salvage registered. Transferring
I'm not a
credit.
cop.
Too late. Your secret has been revealed, Fuzz.
He's just the Juggernaut.
Very fuzzy.
Well, see, all furries are cops. Because they're all the Fuzz. Get it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right?
Object accepted for processing.
And that's why the rats are obviously the mafia faction, because they say cheese it. It's the fuzz.
Cheese it, it's the Fuzz.
Yeah, Thundra. There's a few games out there that definitely can fall apart pretty easily. And welcome back, Ash.
I gotta go quickly get a doctor's bag.
A dogter's bag like your players?
Account credit applied.
Yes. Aha, I'm invincible now.
Salvage secured.
I still want to know how we're going to get past the Diglets tomorrow. Especially since there's even more of them now.
I know, it's like you shouldn't go taunting a gang leader or something.
Salvage secured.
Hmm. Interesting.
Alright, time for Stream Raiders. Well, it has been time for Stream Raiders, but I've been finishing up the shift there, so let's run that. Stop the battle. Minicam time is over. You step on them and pray they don't cast Earthquake. Ah, yeah, that would be a bad thing, Jets.
You step on one of them and your leg starts vibrating quite violently.
By the way, for Rygon's chat, hello there, Alt Pal. Hello there, GibGab.
Oh, it's good to be back, Corbin, and thank you for the follow, Pokemon Master. But you're not my master. I am a free and independent Umbreon. I have presence and toast. I'm going to also be adding donuts to the toast rotation, so all of you be looking out for that.
Good point, Wostein. They do have anti-step knives strapped on. Maybe that's what the knives are for.
You know what? Now maybe it is. I'm still super happy with how everyone's reaction was to the Diglets. Like, the dirt starts crumbling away from this monstrosity. And you see a tiny brown little creature with a knife.
It was definitely a creative way to introduce Diglett, of all things.
Well, a big part of it is it was a tier donation thing, so they were introduced in tiers. You know, first was the clicking, then it was the kidnapping, then it was the mounds, and then finally it was the actual reveal. Had we not reached stage 4, they probably not would have been introduced fully.
Tiberian wants to know if the knife is a switchblade.
Some of them are. You should see how fancy they can use them.
What were you going to say, Toshime?
They might not have been revealed ever.
Yep. Or if they were revealed, it would be on, like, say, the next session. Because I don't like to keep content away from people. It just might take longer to be introduced than people would think.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
After all, there was something that you had complained a little bit about, Zim, is that sometimes dungeon masters relied on the donations in order to, say, further the plot, and that's not something that I do.
Yeah, we have had that a couple of times, where they were like, well, we're just gonna drag our heels until that donation goal gets filled. I'm like, no, that's not how you do it.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I noticed it a few times with a couple of the DMs.
I disavow this motion.
Oh yeah, I wasn't okay with it either. I didn't realize it at first because it kept getting filled right away, but eventually I did. When it wasn't filled the moment we started playing. Which, speaking of, thank you again for all of your support, Toshime. Even if you can't do much now, you've still done a huge amount to help in the past, and I am grateful for it.
Ooh, that butt shot. Yep. Nope. I don't like things that help to, like, that the donations necessary in order to further the plot. I like to make the donations to make the session more interesting.
That's how they're supposed to be.
Yeah, and that's not me bragging or anything like that. It's just straight up, if it doesn't happen, things will still happen. It just might not be necessarily as, how best to say it? It might not necessarily be as exciting sometimes. Like, for example, maybe the weather's actually normal for once.
And maybe the powdered water will once be considered snow.
Have you been watching the, I know you may not have been watching them all live, Toshime, but I'm curious if you've been enjoying the, poker roll games. Fundra, thank you for the biddies. Have you been watching them all and stuff? Or at least most of them?
Most of them. I've been able to interact with a few of them.
Yay.
True. Toshime here is a very fine patron of the arts. The tabletop arts. Yes.
So when I'm editing an NPC's actions, how do I make it so that way it's like an actual attack that I can click and roll?
Again, pull up a pre-designed NPC, a pre-designed monster, and build it off of that. They've got specific wording on them. And if you hover over it on the stat sheet of an NPC, you'll actually notice words get highlighted. That means that those are something that that Fantasy Grounds recognizes as a proper setup, and if you click and drag from that, you'll get a die to actually use it. And all you need to do on that front is just click and drag onto your target on the combat tracker or the map.
You got the cocaine.
The easiest way to do it, Jits, is reverse engineering, basically.
Yep. It saves you a lot of trouble, and then you can just kind of weaken or strengthen the monster as necessary, and slap a new name and skin on it if required. That's what I did when I did Playkeep.
That's a little bit annoying compared to what I normally do, but I can work with it still.
Well, I mean, by all means, make your custom stuff. This is just a way to make it easier on you, especially if you find yourself with not as much time for things, or if you're trying to come up with some inspiration.
What I was saying is, like in other VTTs that I've used, normally I could just I can make a character sheet, just label it as NPC, and I could still edit the attack boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can just click that.
You can go that route. Nothing saying that you can't just use.
This dude's fertilizer.
Not for if it's being under NPC. I haven't been able to find a way to do that under NPC.
You just make a... So the NPC sheets are different, are laid out different from a player character, but you can still make a player character sheet and use that for an NPC. Or a monster or such.
That wasn't what I said I was doing, but okay.
Yeah. What I like to do is I like to get books of friends and foes and stuff like that. And I just kind of work off of those.
Yeah. Well, no, trust me, I'm not making anything completely custom here. It's about trying to get it into this, because I found one of them in the already pre-made sheets. The problem is that there's more than one.
Yeah.
In the pre-made sheets? Or more than one of what you want to put in there?
So, more than one of what I want to put in. So, I found the one that's in, in one of, the normal groups that's already in NPCs. The thing is that I haven't found the others.
Okay,
entirely.
Just right-click and there should be an Add New button. Or there's a plus sign down in the bottom right. I don't remember exactly how they have it set up. If you share the screen, I can tell you how.
Yeah. But my point is just that this is a lot more difficult than other ones I've used.
How so?
So I just need to figure it, because for this, you have to basically work off of a pre-existing sheet. If I want to do this in Foundry, for example, I literally click Create New Actor. I label it as an NPC, so it gets rid of a lot of the...
Okay, hold up.
Stuff I don't need.
I am not telling you to...
+6 to attack.
I am not telling you to edit an existing sheet. I am telling you to create a new sheet and reference from existing sheets to put in things correctly for the automation.
Okay, so do I have to use completely specific wording instead of just typing into a box, which is more what I'm talking about?
It is somewhat specific wording. However, any it just has to match a standard D&D monster sheet. And even then,
it seems a lot more complicated than it needs to be.
I think you're overcomplicating what it is. Have you looked at a standard monster, one of the default ones?
Yes.
It just needs to match that wording. You hover over
okay, so
attack.
I do need to do all of the specific wording instead of just editing a box real quick.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
At least for the automation, yes.
That is annoying, but okay.
And don't worry about putting that in. We can just put manually adjust things.
No, I'm
as we
doing
need
it anyways. I'm just annoyed. I'm doing it anyways. I'm just annoyed.
Okay.
I don't know why they did it this way. I know why they did it this way. It's because it's like legacy and then like it carried over, but it's still annoying me. Like I know why it's like this. I know how it came to be.
Show me what you're talking about with something else. Because you're not showing me any of this. Like, none of this you're showing me at all.
Well, yeah, because I can't show you stuff without spoiling it, really. But I'll go ahead and...
What?
Hello, Thundra.
What monsters are you trying to use? Where did you get them?
No, I'm not. Don't. No. No. I am not telling you.
How the fuck am I supposed to help you if you're not going to give me anything to work with to help you with? You're getting annoyed over this.
Give me a second. You have to give me a second here, Zim. I wasn't working on any other application. I was working on Fantasy Grounds. Now I need to tab out. Now I need to open up a different application and then bring that up, get everything set up so that way I can show you what I'm talking about here. So that way you know what I'm talking about. You have to give me time to set up an example of what I'm talking about if you want me to give you an example of what I'm talking about. I've tried verbally explaining it. It hasn't gone through.
Thank you for the head pats, Rob.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Unless you made the monster entirely custom yourself, most of the time when you find a monster, a stat block for a monster of some kind or enemy or whatever, it will follow the same general setup as a regular D&D monster. That's just how most
I understand what
people
you're
do
saying. And I'm saying that it annoys me that if I want to have to make something, I have to find a pre-existing thing, base it off of that, and edit it instead of just being able to quickly go in and write down the stats, the attacks, and all that in their own box, and not have to specifically word it, instead just having like an edit box where it has like a little section where it's like, what's the attack modifier? What's the damage rule? What, like, all that, and then you just click that and it does it. Instead, I have to type it all out in a specific way in a text block, and then grab that, drag it over into the box, and then have it roll. And so the reason why I'm annoyed is because it's like 3 more steps throughout the entire process, as well as also, you know, requiring me to not use, like, you know, my personal shorthand that I use.
Alright, I guess we can wait to start up with Ascent to Ascend for the Foundry client.
No, we are not doing that. I'm just pointing out the source of my frustration.
Hey, thank you for the biddies, Thundra. Aw, I really appreciate it.
Salvage accepted.
Enjoy your new bit badge.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
But yes, that is why I am annoyed at the situation.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Ooh, dang, I died. My NPCs got whooped.
Your NPCs?
Yeah, because I'm playing alone because I have no
Salvage
friends.
secured. Account credit applied.
I mean, I'm here.
Oh, you're welcome to join if you'd like. I'm playing on Death Wish.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, we can always go lower. Gibgab says, overcomplicating is a classic DM technique. The DM for our TTRGB has made an entire interactive map system for the world with accurate scaling and measurements and turned it into a globe with the same functionality on top of basically programming half the stuff we use in Foundry and a custom Excel sheet with scripting to make it work fancily. She's a little insane, but it's GREAT. Great. Yeah, I'll be honest, I have not the technical know-how to do like half that stuff. So I just make a simple little non-measured map and I'm just like, look at the pretty color. See, this little yellow blob over here is a desert. Ooh.
Material accepted.
Rygon, you are a delight.
Yeah, you thinking of joining them?
I don't know. It would be fun,
Salvage secured.
but I don't know if I can handle it tonight.
No worries at all. I'm just doing some light grinding and then I'll probably swap on to something else. Because I don't plan on doing a thing tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to save my workload for Sunday and Monday.
Oh.
And I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5 at the Code Talker sequence, which is a pain.
That is great. Enjoy your movie.
I have never played any of the Metal Gear games.
Well, the reason why I say what I say is because they're fancy for they're very well known for having just a shit ton of long cutscenes. Yeah, I wish I had an artist on hand that I could just be like, hey, I need assets like now. But turns out that that person's me.
I can try and get stuff for you, it's just...
Oh, it's all
I've only
right.
got
I'm not going to
Marriott.
take advantage of you.
I've only got Mary I can work with right now.
Oh, exactly. And it's not like you're not helping enough with the NPC tokens that we sometimes get unlocked. But that's it. That's all the cocaine. Oh, I got that guy still fighting a punching bag.
No, stay away from the processor. You all go to... This is the... Processor, this is the Furnace Dragon's meal. Feed the Taldarius.
What?
Feeding the Taldarius.
What am I being fed?
The remains
Have
of a
toast.
ship.
Well, I think toast is going to be a lot better than remains of a ship, but that's just water.
I agree with Rygon.
Well,
Although I
all
don't
I've
need it to
got
already be toast, I can toast it myself.
Thank you for the follows, Seki-san. You are a delight, Seki-san, and never let anyone tell you otherwise.
Tether levels are low.
Well, unfortunately, all I have is the remains of a ship. So that's all I can offer for food.
Take it or leave it.
Raw material
Okay.
transferring credits.
This stupid mission that I'm on. I am fighting 5 bosses at one time. And I've lost enough that it's recommending I wear the chicken hat.
There's a chicken hat.
Uh-huh. Which makes it so that it's harder for enemies to notice you.
Ah.
I think I might, yep. Houston, stop falling down. Yep, biker heist. And this one's a pretty hard one for the NPCs because they're dumb.
And
Ooh,
Sim,
that's
I
okay.
haven't been
I'm not
able
saying
to...
you're wrong, but it is funny.
I haven't been stealthy enough to get the Marten rank.
Is there actually a Marten rank in that?
Yes, there is.
All right, let's take a look at
They
chat
actually
here.
call it Marten?
The Fallout
Yeah.
group has similar setup, except the
Huh.
puns are spread amongst the players
They're-
and the GM.
Different animal ranks.
She's a major history buff, so she has some knowledge of the design concepts and everything, and has adapted them to fit the world she has built. Houston, stop falling down. I'm honestly jealous of how much energy she has to dedicate to the building of all the world lore and such that she has. Me too. I don't have the attention span. It's a bit distressing. Uh-oh.
Good morning,
I'm gonna
Shipbreaker.
die.
This is your daily wake-up call.
Welcome back, Rob.
Joke.
Robbity Rob.
Oh, jeez. In our Fallout Pony group, my Griffin is the pun master. You can make your GM sign disappointment. That means it's a great session. I agree completely. Except for me, it's my players. I mean, look at the plus side. If you're having fun enjoying yourself, that likely helps give the GM that energy. Thundra says they are a ghoul bat pony. Ooh, that sounds fun. We'll try this one more time. If it's not good, then we'll just stop. Hello. Meet me in my grenade launcher. It says hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It's me.
You're looking for?
You.
This is not the droid you're looking for. I feel like doing a tanker again.
Okay.
Would you look at that? Almost forgot. Credit day's
Meh.
coming up.
Meh.
Hold on,
Meh.
story.
You go in for that?
Sorry.
Doesn't surprise me one bit.
You're just mad you can't apply for any credit.
No. Get enough of my debt from dirtbags like you.
Yeah? Keep talking back. There's always room for more.
Oh man, credit day? I hear the posh folks on Great Northern Way Station all buy a new ship.
Yep, and they just toss the old ones. Heck, most of them end up here, barely even used. Somehow I'm not surprised you people would even rob the joy from a holiday. Holiday. You know what? Why'd I even bring it up? Just get back to work.
Huh. Sorry, that was new story that I hadn't heard before. Previous playthrough, I went straight for the ship that they wanted me to when it became available, but this time I decided to take it slower and try to finish my debt off. Well, I mean, I know I can't fully finish it off, but I still wanted to get closer on that. But, yeah, apparently they have a, I get, they have a what?
Condition track for if you do it a different way.
Well, no, just story stuff that still pops up that I definitely wouldn't have gotten, or definitely wouldn't get otherwise. But I guess they just have a holiday called Credit Day, where from the sounds of it, everybody just goes out and get a bunch of new lines of credit. Buy new ships and stuff. Why that's a holiday, I don't know, but that is a dystopian future if I've ever heard of one. Hooray, it's a holiday! Let's make the banks richer!
Yay.
Whoa.
Go get yourself a loan!
I love loans.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
All right, let's try this again. We almost had it that third time.
Ash, is that some kind of a reference that I don't know about? Today we try to imagine a better life and forget that we're never digging out of this hole. The founder of Credit Day.
Deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Very nice, Woe. Very nice. Something for you to note, Taldarius, is that you do need to add enemies to the combat tracker first. You can hide them from us. So that way we can't see them, but then you click and drag their token from the combat tracker onto the map.
Air pressure level decreasing. Airlock depressurizing.
Well, Oh, time for some explosive decompression. How bad was that?
Airlock depressurizing. Airlock depressurizing.
Any damage
my
out
my
here?
chat's actually
Okay,
my
cool.
chat's being chatty tonight. Here, give me a second.
I see that.
Your chat is chatting a lot.
Yeah, which I'm super happy about, but it also means that they're talking in big paragraphs, and I need to take a little time and actually read. I'm playing a game that unfortunately does not lend itself well to big paragraphs. Let's see. I have to like scroll up.
They're all going on and on and on.
I proved my grift dates a
wise
ghoul bat
decision.
pony. My weapon is a scythe, and my nickname is Reaper. Oh, I've been loving it. That's my campaign where I've been playing a multi-class warlock paladin. I get to play ping pong between my two patron deities. Double approved. Not our cyber ghoul bat pones dual Gatling lasers, but honestly, scythes are absolutely amazing. I wanted to run a scythe build in Elden Ring, but turns out they're not good for my playstyle. Our cyber is a gun-toting earth. I am the only ghoul in the group. Oh, that's a spicy multi-class. How do you handle the dual deities? Very, very carefully. Thankfully, they're aligned so far. The Warlock Patron's a custom one that the GM made, and the Paladin is Bahamut, since he's a Golden Dragonborn. The more ghoul characters, the merrier. How do you do the raspy voice as well? Or better yet, have you called other smooth skins yet? Fair enough. Thus far, they've been kind of indifferent about one another, but I'm sure eventually I'll have to do something that causes one of them to be mad at me. You, how dare you take another god before me? Don't you know that I have feelings? Alt Pal is asking to join. Sorry, Alt, I did see your message. Yeah, you can join if you want. What would you do in case of a split? Depends on when it's over. Either of them you have a preference or strong reliance on. I've had thought about the raspy voice, and my throat could handle it, but I am the main face of the party. They've called me Face Eater, Pony Jerky, and a few other things. Wait, the ghoul's the main face of the party? Really?
It can happen. Look at Raul.
That's fair. Honestly, I'm unsure at the moment. The Warlock one does seem to have more story relevance. He's more of a Warlock than Paladin, though his Paladin side is him overcoming a bunch of backstory trauma and such. He's a Hexblade Warlock. So his Warlock side is pretty dang close to being a Paladin as is. I mean, heck, one of his Eldritch invocations is a Smite.
Real quick, thank you very much for that follow. 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
A little bit of the old classic discrimination.
All right, Ash. A song from Sonic Heroes. 2 of the members in voice started singing, and you continued. Did they start singing it?
Okay. I've read the rest.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
I am here to poke the cute Zim Snoot.
I don't know. You asked in Rygon's chat if you could join, not me. So clearly
and
you
the
don't
cute
want.
Rugon and the
Yeah,
cute Bree Snoot.
You're here for the breed, not me.
I can be here for both.
But you're not.
But I am. Why else would I be here?
Because Rygon's here.
Oh yeah. But why
All
not
right.
be here for you as well?
I can't kill the turret fast enough before he kills all the bots.
Sounds to me, Rygon, like you just need to kill the bots yourself then.
Yes, I do. I'll just take them out back with a shotgun. And then I'll have to like shoot them 50 billion times because they have a lot of health. Except when it comes to a turret.
Oh, crap, I messed up.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to restart this ship.
Oh.
Or just
You didn't
abandon
blow
it.
it up?
I mean, I could blow it up before I end.
You're looking at roughly 5 minutes left in this ship. Keep on at it. Weaver out.
Why not? We'll have some fun. We shall have fun.
You managed to seduce 2 bosses. Is this the one with the ghoul pony, or is this the one with the dual warlock paladin?
This is the one.
If it's the ghoul, then I'll be honest, icky.
This is the one with the Yeen.
You're the one with the griffin? You're a griffin ghoul? Well, no, it makes sense if it's a griffin, because griffins are hot.
To quote the SATA, TOS!
Credits awarded. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
I regret nothing. I'm gonna go get some water. I've sent you an invite, Alt.
Yeah, it broken again. Just so you know.
Well, then you just got to deal.
How could you?
Kaboom!
Did you
like
win?
I said, we're gonna have some fun. Oh, I messed up on this ship, so I'm just gonna blow it the hell up. Oh shit. Oh god!
Salvage goal failed. Rewards lost.
There goes the salvage goal.
Salvage goal failed. Rewards voided.
Yes! Explosions! How I am not dead yet, I don't know! But this is fun! Badoo!
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Well, we got about a minute left here. We'll just try and like sweep all this in.
1 minute left on the clock, Cutter.
Damn it.
1 minute left.
Get what we can out of this.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Wolstein_oil can feel the furnace dragon's hunger. It's time to feed it.
Okay.
All of it?
No, it's just one item.
You were saying we can scoop all of it in.
Feed them, Zim. Feed them.
Yep, we're feeding the Taldarius.
Valuable component lost.
Yes, I am being
Be more careful.
We gotta take care of the puppy drag. we destroyed a lot more than we
Okay.
salvaged.
So, I updated my Foundry. I downloaded 5e, the 5e module, and I created a world in it. So now I can actually show you what I mean.
Okay.
I really quickly stream in Discord.
All right, I'm watching.
All right, so this is obviously just landing page. Just made this like a couple minutes ago. I go into actors. You create. You can select player character, non-player character, vehicle, depending on what it is. I want an NPC. Enemy name, just name it fucking enemy. I don't care. So obviously it has all the attributes. I can edit this as I want. So let's say this is a bandit with 14 strength, and like that's the big thing. I can then go into features, add an attack, edit the weapon, details. I can choose from what selection, if I want it to be like a natural, if I want it to be simple, martial, whatever. I can label what he actually has, so let's say a mace. I mark off that he's proficient in it, that it's equipped, and that it's identified. It doesn't matter if it's identified or not unless it's attuned. The weapon properties, like, you know, just whatever, you can select stuff if you want to. You can put in that, you know, it costs 1 action. It pops up all the rest of these fields. The fields don't matter. That's just if you want to add in extra information. The attack, you say it's a melee weapon attack. You go here. This is any miscellaneous bonuses. Let's say he gets a +1 bonus from something. He uses strength. The damage formula, let's just say it's a 1d8 plus 3 of bludgeoning. There we go. Technically works. Close. Click. Go here, and then you just click this. And you can just, it saves it and rolls it all. And if you click it, it gives you the breakdown.
How do you roll it against a player?
That is not actually automated. There's modules for it. I don't have it installed. I really quickly just installed 5e.
So that's
not a part of the base system.
Okay.
No, but like editing something in. If I want to edit something, I'll just go return to setup, yada yada. Here's various shit. Test. If I want to go to add-on module, I click install module. Sometimes it takes a second to load, and all I have to do is click install. So for like any of these. So if I just type 5e, like Wild Magic Surge 5e, I can just click install, and then it'll be functioning in the game.
But what about the?
So let's trade.
Like I said,
What about
because Fantasy Grounds will automatically compare AC versus attack and stuff. Hey there, Z.
This isn't me comparing the two. This isn't me comparing like overall functionality between the two. I'm just showing you what I mean by like, this is what it takes, and this is what I mean. So, you know, there's like little boxes where you put like each individual thing, and then like, you know, you just click it.
You can come join.
Okay, give me a sec.
So, what I'm saying is it's annoying me for Fantasy Grounds because I effectively have to make one really long text command in order to do anything, instead of being able to go box by box.
So this is purely a what you prefer thing. Because I really don't see it being more work either way. They definitely,
no, it is more
to me,
work
seem
because
to
you have
be
to.
the exact
There's
same
more
amount
steps,
of work.
but you know. Again, I am saying that, you know, I was just getting annoyed at it. But as you see, there is stuff where it's like auto roll, auto apply, that kind of stuff that you can add in. It's just, you know, not base. But I was just saying, like, you know, if I just want to make it so that way, you know, he has an attack, I click the attack, and I can roll for it, roll for damage, instead of having to do, like, you know, click on part of a text box and drag it over in order to get it to work.
success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success.
Instead, it's button
If you
clicks.
love what you do, you will be successful.
So, as I was saying, I didn't say that it was the worst system in the world and I can't use it. I said that I was getting really annoyed with how it feels like there's all these extra steps that I have to do every time. Because for this, literally, like, all I did was really quickly go through, I clicked details, and I went, ah yes, this is a mace. It costs a single action. It's a melee attack that uses strength. Here's damage formula. And then I just click features, and then I click this, and I roll. In Fantasy Grounds, what you have to do is you would have to put it under actions, and then you'd have to, like, you know, go into details, and then you'd have to, like, you know, you'd have to do a bunch of stuff in order to even get it to recognize as an attack, including syntax text commands. The syntax text commands are where I get annoyed, because whenever I write something in person, I have a specific shorthand that I use. I can't use that specific shorthand for Fantasy Grounds.
Okay.
And Jits, yeah, I am in fact going to do, like, you know, test combat, but I'm just more like pointing it out.
Technically, you can't use your shorthand on this either.
Well, yeah, but I don't.
It has a completely different thing.
Yeah, but it's a button click instead.
It's a lot of button clicks.
Well, it's button clicks to edit. If I want to use it, I go button click, and then I choose advantage, normal, disadvantage.
Let's get rid of this turret.
That's
and which is the same thing you do in Fantasy Grounds, because in Fantasy Grounds, what you do is there's buttons you click if they have an advantage or disadvantage.
Oh, you took care of that.
Yes, I'm saying that for your attack and damage, those are automatic there.
Yeah.
Once you, like, yes, you have to have the syntax there for it to be automated, but you have to have the syntax here as well. It's just a different method of setting up that syntax.
No, syntax is different. So when I say syntax, I mean like literal, like, text syntax in order for it to recognize it as a command and the details therein. This, like I said before, is I have a box. I edit the box. I, like, you know, there's this one's a drag down select box. This one I put a number. This one I put a number. It is individual boxes versus having to, like,
yeah, you can
imagine this was all one long box, and in order to get an activation cost, I would have to write, like, you know, ACTC, for example. And then I would put a colon, and then I would put 1. Or, like, 1A. That would be a syntax there.
Thundra, Taldarius is having issues with how Fantasy Grounds handles combat.
It's not issues, it's more that I'm annoyed with how it works.
All right,
which, again,
Nolan,
is not a deal
I'll
breaker,
see you tonight.
and I'm getting around it.
All right, I'll see you
like,
next time.
I don't want it to be labeled as, like, an issue.
I mean, generally, when something's annoying you, that is an issue. That's kind of the definition of an issue.
An issue implies, like, saying that I have an issue with something, like, relating to a software, kind of, like, implies that it's not working. It works, I know how it works, I just wish it was different, and when I was trying to explain it to you, you weren't understanding what I was saying, so now I'm showing it to you.
Okay.
Because with Fantasy Grounds, it's a free-form text box. With this, it is individual items. Like, it's like an itemized set of boxes, where if I don't want to include it, I can ignore it. The same way that if you don't want to include it in Fantasy Grounds, you just wouldn't write it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put it in a really good way. It feels like it's using a coding software for handling its settings rather than an actual, like, guided UI with buttons. And I don't like the fact that I have to use, like, you know, effectively plain text coding instead of just having a simple UI.
Oh, fucking dozers.
Technically, you don't have
Thank you,
to.
Woe. That is a very good way of putting it. If I want to use the features, I have to use it like a plain text coding software.
Alright, let's go ahead and get this turret killed.
It's not coming out.
Good, maybe it's dead.
Here's hoping. I'm gonna touch this guy.
Little underlings today. You know what I was
Oh,
thinking
no, it's
this
back.
team needs? An in-person session.
I've got a story thing.
Yeah, it died. Fucking finally.
Story thing.
Not surprised you don't know. She talks about powerful stuff. Stuff that really gives you a kick in the pants. Shows how much potential you're wasting. Of course, she'd never do a session with a rinky-dink bunch of nobodies like you. Oh, well. I can start playing some of her tapes during shifts instead.
That might be distracting.
Good point. Kaido'd probably blow his station to bits. That's a shame. Carry on then.
Okay, it's over.
Oh, throw your stuff in.
Oh, I forgot I was carrying coke. Here we go.
Sorry about that. I'll switch.
Oh,
to
you
a
sent me
different game
something?
after
Well,
this.
thanks for that.
I guess we got everything.
Yeah, we're just waiting for this guy to finish up now.
Okay.
I'll look to see what you sent me, Woe. Oh yeah, it's literally giving tables of how to like properly text code things and everything. It has full on documentation.
Documentation is good.
I know, I'm not saying it like it's required for the format that they have. I'm literally pointing out that yes, it's basically plain text coding using syntax.
Oh, fuck cloakers.
All right, Rob. Sleep well.
Rob.
Thanks for coming by.
Yep, and bye, Noland, if I didn't say that already.
Salvage accepted. Credit
Or in the fence.
What's stuck on? Oh, there's guys dropping in.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Mash up earworm?
Sounds, kinky.
A little disturbing.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oy!
Somebody bonked. Poor Bree.
I think that might have been on,
that was
Zim's
my
side.
Poor Zim.
It must have been for me, though.
Do I need to use that for Warren? His introduction next time?
Well, keep talking about it and it'll come back, Jits.
Yeah, unlike my ex-wife.
Salvage deposit
Oops.
secured. Credits awarded.
That's a minigun. We're in danger.
I'm in danger. Oh god, there's so many fucking flashbangs.
Ow.
I got it.
I'm dying.
Jits, there was no code to
Hey, Sydney,
really
you know you can
crack.
fucking
It
help.
was just more being confused over it being a plain text coding instead of having like actual buttons. So now I have actual like documentation on like keywords and all that. So now I can actually do stuff inside of it. It was just me more being annoyed at the UI decision there. Which I know why it's made, I know why it's still there. It's just slightly annoying for me.
I mean, with that, it's literally you just copy. If you're using a monster from a third-party book or something, you just copy their text field and it works. Just a copy paste from
Yeah,
their...
but I don't really want to copy paste that though, you know. Especially if I'm making something more custom, where it's like, you know. Again, I know why it's like that. I just disagree with the UI decision. It's like when someone plays a game and it's like, I don't like the UI.
Oh, fair game. Fair enough. All right, I'll leave you to your torment.
I'm just saying that for most use cases, this would actually be more convenient than... Like, it does not... It's about as inconvenient as... it's the same inconvenience, in my opinion. It's the same amount of work either way. But...
I disagree because it's plain text coding versus sectionated UI.
For me, it's... the way I work, it's the same, because I would write up the monster stat block the same way as I would, or as the monster manual has it. But for most DMs that
you know,
just
I write it up
use,
differently, so.
Most DMs that use a third-party book or such, it's just simply copy-paste. And you're done. Whereas with Foundry, you'd have to manually do that for each thing.
Let Sydney do it.
Well, you don't. There is already like a bunch of stuff that's in there. There's like compendiums and all that.
I'm talking about things like in
So-
this case where it's not already in the system.
Big ass thing of Coke.
Yeah, from the vending machine?
Again, like I fully understand what's going on here. It's just, you know, disagreement about the amount of work that's required for plain text coding versus having a sectionated guided UI.
Which is fair enough.
Like, you know I code. I've literally shown you the fact that I code, so it's not the fact that it's coding that's the problem. I just dislike the UI schema.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Airlock depressurizing. Airlock pressurizing.
Oh god, there's a fucking big dude in that room right there.
Big we talking.
He is big in hell now.
Air pressure level.
Oh, Thundra says they may fall asleep soonish. Be sure to pick yourself up after falling and get your butt to bed. Sleeping on the ground is not healthy for my back. That is true. But I am a creature of the ground. Maybe the ground is the best place for me.
You're not ground type.
Cutter, ship's got about 5 minutes
I'm
left in
on
it.
black and
God.
white.
Make 'em count.
Me too.
Joke.
And Joy's getting shocked.
Oh, well, I have Leech
that's
coming
game
up
over.
soon.
Well, that's game over.
But then I got Leech. Give me a couple.
Too late.
Yep.
Sure
too
thing,
late.
Thundra. Thank you for
Everybody's dead.
lurking.
Hey there, Glacier. How you doing?
Oh no, the thing is gone. Oh.
All right, AI can trade us in. All they have to do is just not die. And Sydney gets hit with a taser in 3, a 2, a 1.
Accepted for processing.
Doing this level 52 is not a good idea.
Yeah, kind of what happened last night with Payday 2. I'm like,
Applying credit.
Yeah, this heist is pretty difficult.
Mm-hmm, it is.
We kind of got dragged along with your plans there last night, right, God? And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
most of us are reset here.
Oh, that sounds like a not my problem.
I mean, you want to play with
Now I can be
somebody, then
traded.
it is your problem.
Yes. Okay, where's the hostage we got to trade?
Free me, Rugon.
I free you. Welcome back, Joy. Oh, we got the other one. Okay.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just die then.
Oh, that's on the wrong side. Ow, I've been shot in the butt. Yeah,
He's been red zoned.
Sydney can get you.
Rygon, committing war crimes by shooting medics. Let's go.
to be fair, they shoot me first.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Glacier. Sorry for the ads, but I need them to continue bringing these streams to you guys.
Nope.
I gotta make rent. I gotta get food. Nothing that can be done on that.
So you want to support and keep ads from happening at the same time? Feel free to subscribe. Alright, I think we have to defend him or something.
Snack.
I've just been going and streaming Glacier. Not a whole lot of that has changed, though I'm always adjusting the streams, trying to do them better in various ways.
You can sleep on concrete comfortably, but your friends cannot. Well, Wostein, you're a bird. You just like stand up when you sleep. Yeah, you could just literally sleep anywhere. Well, almost anywhere.
Warning, Cutter.
I mean, I got my birthday coming up soon, so I guess that is new-ish. We'll need to discuss about Poker Roll potentially for that, because Kerr will definitely not be available next week for his games.
I can run things, but if we're gonna want to do something more extended, I gotta have notifications so I can develop things.
I don't think it'll be a full, all-day stream, no. I was thinking just an extra session, standard length session.
Okay, well, even so, I need notification.
Well, we'll talk about it with the others tomorrow. See who can and can't join for it.
Mm-hmm.
At what time. Oh, you got a new job. What are you doing now, Glacier?
Hello, Shipbreaker.
God damn it.
Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much
Trying to
energy
defend the
as first
mechanic, but he's too
90%,
slow.
which is why it's so important to always
I'm trying
give
to as well, but there's
110%.
people all over. Oh no.
So when I've crafted an encounter and I have everyone there, how do I properly add it to the combat tracker while it's hidden?
Like to add it while it's hidden? So,
or actually, you know what? Can I just like keep the encounter as it is, and then like when it actually pops, do I just click add encounter to combat tracker?
Yes. I will say, if it's tied to a specific map,
it got killed, I think.
I do know that there is a way to actually assign positions ahead of time. I've only played around with that system a little bit, but so you'll need to explore, maybe look up a tutorial or something.
Right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, we're taking the bike. We ain't fucking around anymore.
But there is a way
well, I think we got everything.
Where you can bring up the map, place the tokens down. I think it's from the encounter menu itself, not the combat tracker. But you place down the tokens, then you'll want to delete the tokens.
And I gotcha.
But otherwise, once you add all the tokens, it'll have little check marks. I think this is how it's done. It might have changed since I last did it. And then from there,
thank you.
You can delete the blank tokens, and when the party actually encounters this, you simply hit that add encounter whatever button, and it'll actually put all of those enemies onto the combat tracker and put them into their positions on the map.
I think you pushed me.
I think so. I'm trying to kill the cops as they're coming in, because otherwise they will wreck.
Glacier, Sorry, one sec. Glacier, what kind of avatar programs are you referring to? Are you talking about 3D, 2D, 2.5? And I don't know what you mean, I-ones.
Morning, folks. Remember to be careful out there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow up there, Joseph. I set the goals here.
Yay, we did.
Story thing, sorry.
Now for the harder of the two levels.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
careful,
right.
people. But remember, haste avoids waste. We're on a timeline here.
Okay, story is done. What were you saying, Taldarius?
So when it comes to the combat tracker, does it is like the most recent thing at the top, or do I have to like scroll down to the bottom?
What do you mean by that?
Or is it like, does the combat tracker just keep track of everyone in the combat? Or how does the combat tracker actually like function?
So the combat tracker keeps track of everyone in the combat. If there is a as far as that goes, it keeps track of their initiative, their health, and for NPCs, you can actually access their attacks and such directly from the combat tracker. There's a little sword icon next to them that you can click to bring that up. Instead of having to bring up their sheet. A little bit, Glacier, yes. VRC is VR chat. As far as, like, I don't know what avatar programs you're referring to. What kind of them, Glacier? But back to this, so the combat tracker is mainly just keeping track of turn order, and it does also show information like HP and effects and such.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya, Glacier.
Hey, bye.
Okay, so if I want a menu roll, I have to double click on it. Okay.
Well,
I
you
got him.
can double click on anything that you can roll just to have it thrown into the chat. However, for its effects to be automatically applied, you need to click and drag it onto the target. Though there are ways to actually manually set targets. I've just never played with that because clicking and dragging feels good to me.
So when it comes to the clicking and dragging, can I not click and drag onto like the party sheet to declare target? Like where do I click and drag to determine target? Because you keep saying click and drag to the target.
Onto the target on the combat tracker or onto the map. Either way. The party sheet might work. I don't know.
It does not, I tried.
Okay. Yeah, I've never tried that, so I'm not sure. But clearly it doesn't, so there's that answer at least.
And then
don't worry,
so
just
like
hide
if I do
behind
like just
this
a
ladder.
random,
just hide behind the
so
ladder.
when I do like,
help.
because I just did like some bullshit roll against you because you were the closest. How would that be applied or any of that?
Okay, I'm just going. Fuck it.
Reactor meltdown detected. Urgent action required.
Oh shit.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh crap. Okay, get that out of there. Reactor. There we go. Sorry, almost had a problem. What was that last question?
So, because you were the closest one to the enemy that was still on the combat tracker, I went ahead and dragged it onto your character to do a test roll.
We can probably
Now
go
that the
back
test
to the
rolls,
rest.
how would I apply that?
Okay, So,
because obviously it's hidden. So
you click and
What'd you say,
drag the attack
probably go back
onto
for the
my
rest.
character then. And it'll show you in the chat if it was a hit or a miss.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you'll
so
tell
obviously
me.
it's hidden. So
Well, I mean, it already is there. The attack is just to see if you hit or miss. But for doing damage, there's a separate damage box.
We have just one more to go.
Which you then click and drag.
Okay, it's worth it.
And drop
I'm going for it.
onto the target to
try
then
and destroy
apply the
this thing.
damage automatically to the HP.
Because why not?
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Can you see what you need to do now?
damage 0 absorbed. That's weird.
That's because that is how much did it roll?
5.
Okay. They had 5 temp HP. So the damage 0 absorbed means that it was completely absorbed by the temp HP.
I feel like that could be clearer, but okay. Because it's saying 0 damage dealt absorbed makes it sound like it, for some reason the damage type, didn't do anything. Instead of saying that it just was blocked by temp HP.
Okay.
So that feels like it could be communicated better. I don't know how long I would have been stuck trying to figure that out if you didn't tell me.
Okay.
Because nowhere was it even mentioned
Should I just
that
end?
it dealt damage to temp HP.
Yeah, if you want to. Or you can wait for it.
Okay,
or
I'll go
whatever.
reach out to them
I'm
and
gonna
tell
make-
them this. I don't know what else you want me to do here.
No, it was just more something that I was pointing out.
Well, the way
Mostly
you're
because
wording
I
it is
am
in the
still
way.
annoyed at
The way you're wording this is okay. Fix this.
Valuable object process. Credit.
No, this is just me pointing out, my nitpicks.
Wording issues.
Because, I don't know this software, so... Whenever I start using a software for the first time, I immediately just start going yes, I like this, I do not like this, I like this, I do not like this.
I'm just not hearing any of the what you like stuff.
I literally talked about how good it was that, it does the auto damage calcs for damage types and all that. That was earlier on. Because I do like that. It's just,
Alright.
I like the fact that I can look at all the party sheet at the exact same time.
Hello there, Schmoops. I'd be give you a wave as well.
Oh, Schmoops! Hello!
Let's do Amazon.
Okay, so that's how I move it on to the next person's turn.
Schmoops is also a streamer.
Yes, they are.
Hi, Schmoops.
Everyone's a streamer.
Everyone is?
Nowadays, I swear. Hey there, Achi.
So, in the combat tracker, where it says wounds, is that just how much damage they've taken? Or
Yes.
is that how much health they have left? Or.
Wounds is how much damage they've taken.
Okay.
Emotional wounds, however, have to be tracked elsewhere.
Credits deposited.
Mm-hmm.
What possession are we under that we're just eating lead like it's morning cereal?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I don't know.
They're shooting the whole
Sure,
bullet,
for
like
kids.
in Portal.
We are the portal. You see, you shoot us, and
I
then
hope people understand
the
that
bullets come back.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Because it is more important than the party sheet itself, and there is some blank space on the party sheet, I have now resized the combat tracker so I can actually see a lot of people on it.
Hey, Zim.
Yes?
When are we going to continue that Wilder myth?
Eventually.
Eventually? Do I just need to start playing it myself?
I can't stop you.
Okay. So I figured we were going to be playing it a bit more consistently.
I was planning on that, and then real life is kind of just...
Kicked him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is...
I've been getting kicked a lot by real life lately, and so it's just... I
Well,
love
then maybe I'll swap
Wildermyth,
on over to
but-
Wildermyth then. Haven't decided.
Why is this combat tracker so full of random shit? No, seriously.
In
I
case
mean, like,
the last
honestly, all
DM
of the
didn't
party
delete
members.
anything off of there.
Yeah, because I was about to say, because it's like, you know, obviously, like, all the parties should be there, but then there's, like, Iverick, Stoneheart, Kobold, Crewmate, Kobold Inventor, Ship Captain, Skeleton, Gold Dragon, Hellhound Friend, Brindata, Stoneheart, and Noel Witherman.
5 minutes. We were out.
Some of those may not be visible to us.
I know, I'm just more pointing out, like, what I'm seeing. Where it's like, what is all this?
Most of those are our various crew members that have just been left on there. I've pointed out to previous DMs that we should not do it, or that they should clean it up, but they just were like, no, we'll just leave it.
I'm doing it right now because it annoys me far too much. What the hell? No, this needs to go.
And
Why? Why would you do this? At what point would the best option be leave everything on the combat tracker when you specifically have to be able to see it cleanly to properly keep track of combat?
Did you grab
This makes no sense.
thermite?
Oh no, I didn't.
So you know all the animals that we've collected.
There we go.
I don't know, the goose isn't on there.
Yeah, but it's a goose.
Do you even have an actual Hellhound Friend?
Yes.
Yes. That was at one of the towers, which instead of combat, we decided to tame it.
Okay.
The twins wanted a friend, and they rolled really well, and so now they've got a friend of a hellhound.
I'll be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered how well you guys would have rolled for that one. It's a hellhound.
Well, the DM let them have
so-
it, so...
Pick one and go.
I am slightly, like, a tiny bit, like, miffed because, you know, there was the whole thing about, you know, what's the entire, like, crew manifest, like, for everyone. And the Hellhound was not mentioned here.
Well, the
I'll be adding
hellhound
this
is
into
a...
my notes.
The hellhound is a pet, not a crew member.
Let you do that.
Well,
You
a
asked
crew
for crew.
the crew manifest. Yes. Apparently, like, a random goose is a part of the crew, but the hellhound isn't?
Don't underestimate the goose.
I'm just pointing out that your argument that it's not an actual crew member specifically is moot, considering you have a random goose on there.
I will also point out that...
was the chicken door.
I will also point
You
out
labeled
that...
a magic door as a part of the crew.
Can I speak?
Yes.
I did point out last Sunday that I did forget about the hellhound. And I forgot about some of the other things. I was doing it by memory for a game that we had not had for several weeks.
Okay, was this when I was actually there, or was this before I showed up?
This was when you were there. Whether you were listening or not is another matter. But you were in the call at the time.
Let me put it this way for the Hellhound. After the Martens decided to tame it, 5 more showed up to attack us.
Okay, now the combat tracker only involves current active party members. So do you keep the Hellhound with you, or is the Hellhound like just on the ship, or what?
For now, it's just on the ship. For now, it just
two
exists on the
sessions
ship.
before the DM.
Yeah.
You got
had
60
last.
ticks till this turkey's done, Cutter. Gobble gobble.
We haven't had a chance to do anything with the heck puppy. Aside from just, it exists now.
Yeah, but this is why I want you guys to have like actual manifests, so that way, you know, there's no questions.
Well,
about,
it's,
you know, who's there.
We are doing our best from memory to go over this stuff.
Yes, Gar, I know you're there. I saw you rolling a shit ton of dice in there. I know you've been in there, Toshi. And I know you're trying your best from memory, but like, you know, this is why I want actual, like...
logs.
Yeah.
I understand you want logs. I'm doing the best I freaking can here.
I'll go through some of the videos later on.
I'm also not the only person
You
in
don't
this
have to
group.
go back through the videos. I know you're not. Do you think that the rest of the party is not also going to get a talking to about having actual notes and listings and making sure that, like, you know, everything the party has that is, like, public is available for people to reference? Again, I've personally already been talking about, like, getting actual, like, lists and documents and, like, you know...
Wolf.
I'm considering making an itemized spreadsheet, so that way, you know, no matter what, you guys can reference what the party inventory is, even when the ATA server is not up.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Lynx mandates a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. Any extra sleep time will be docked from the next pay cycle.
So I am very serious about my item lists and available stuff like that, because it's really important for, you know, conducive gameplay that you, like, let's say for example, like, you know, you have an item that really would have helped you out somewhere and you just completely forgot you had it. That way it would have been on a list somewhere that, you know, you could have seen it instead of having to remember back 5 sessions when I gave you, you know, X random item, and it would have been really helpful right about now.
We do have our inventory on our character sheets
that you can access when the game is up.
Well, I mean, it's not like us having access to know this item is there is going to help us outside of session, because we're only going to be able to use it during session.
Yes, but if the DM has questions...
Do you not do any planning? Or anything?
Have you seen the channel?
No, I mean, do you not think about things that are going on and what you're going to do out of session?
People do that?
I
know,
get called
like,
out
every
for
single group that I've ran.
I get called out for metagaming when I do that.
It is not metagaming if you only use information that your character has available. And the shit that you have on your ship and that is publicly available is absolutely stuff that your character could, like, you know, literally just go through. Well, I am in both of those chats. You do not have to post the same thing in both.
Well, it just does that for everybody.
Okay.
The conversation is going on in both chats. And for both streams, and so he posts it in both streams for the viewers of each stream that may not be in both.
I was just letting him know he doesn't have to post in both for me to see it.
May not be just for you, though.
Okay. But, yeah, so, you know, in, at least just for me personally, like, every single group that I've played in, or, you know, DM'd, would have people that wanted to have, like, ideas or make plans when it's not strictly session time. That way there isn't, like, a bunch of session time being eaten up by, hey, guys, what if, you know, here's something that I was thinking of. What do we want to do? Do we have materials that we could actually use for this? Where it's one thing if that's, like, you know, in-character role play that's happening. That's good. But I'm just more pointing out the fact that, like, a lot of people want, like, the unnecessary chaff and, like, administrative stuff to be able to be taken care of outside of session. Because, like, during session, most people don't want to be like, okay, well, you know, we spent 2 weeks traveling here, so this would be our ration count that we used for this trip. And, you know, here's how much water we still have on the ship. Instead, that's all stuff that could be easily taken care of, you know, out of game, and wouldn't slow down session at all, or, you know, eat up airtime.
So how much do we need to pay the Martens to get our rations back?
$1 billion.
The Martens
I mean,
bought
do you
those
guys want that to
rations
be
themselves.
I mean, do you guys want that to be something that you actually do, like, in-game? Because I can arrange that. It's just, you know, I'm used to people not wanting that to be eating into the valuable session time.
Give me a moment here, and then we can continue. Rygon, how much longer are you going to be going?
A good while. I plan on staying up. What's up?
Okay.
Like, I'm actually thinking of swapping over to doing some world building right now.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Just looking for a raid target.
Okay.
Alright, everyone. I'm sorry to end this early, but health is just not letting me continue tonight. Check out our website, though. Thank you for joining us for Hardspace Shipbreaker. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more there on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support. But thank you again for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Goodbye.